Hey guys, so we've got the finale on Global. Dark Visions number 4, Area 5, Throne of the Dark Dragon King Bahamut. I've got a team planned, and we're going to see if it works. This is going to be the team. We're going to be going with a physical ice team. So we're going to be doing Gilgamesh on Lakshmi. That's so he can cast Paralyze immunity, because we're not gearing for Paralyze, like he's not Paralyzed immune. We're going to use a buff. Kadaj is going to be our chainer. He also provides a 100% dark resist for Zahn, because Zahn's going to need that. Other than that, Dragon Killer, and he's going to be our breaker on turn 2. And he's not paralyzed immune because we're getting the Lakshmi buff. The whole team is blind immune, though. I couldn't fit a good blind immune buff. I know Laswell can give blind immunity, but Laswell didn't have any free actions to actually cast his blind immunity because we're going for a turn 3 kill. So I had to gear everyone to be immune to blind. Sid is going to be jumping on turn 3. His Mirage is 2 stacks of Mirage on turn 1. So that's going to block one of the attacks on turn 1, and it'll still be there for the second AoE on turn 2. So that's going to give us the double Mirage we need. And he's actually naturally immune to blind and paralyzed, which is real nice. Notice the whole team is not using any wind or fire resist unless they just have it naturally, like some units do. We're going to be getting a 100% wind and fire resist buff from Mystic Ice Laswell. That's going to be really important for the AoE damage. Other than that, he's geared for Dragon Killer. Mastermind Zahn is going to be spreading the buffs and such. He's the Provoker. And even though he's the Provoke Evade tank, I went all in. I geared him the best I could for damage. So he's got like Dragon Killer plus on. He's got 2,500 attack, which is not the best. But I mean, while you're evasion and passive provoking, that's pretty decent. And yeah. Duke is going to be for spreading his 200% Dragon Killer buff. And even though he's got 900 attack, level 109, I still put equipment on him. We're going to gear Duke for chaining. He's on Leviathan for flood chaining to build the chain score. That's going to be our team. So let me go ahead and stop the intro in case I make a mistake. I don't got to do an intro a second time. And I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, let's go for a first attempt on the first Bahamut. Now this is the first fight, so it's probably going to be relatively easy, but as far as I'm aware, the first and second fight are identical, except the second one has far higher stats, but the attack pattern is identical between the two. As I understand it. I could be wrong here. Alright, so Sid is going to Mirage. Kadaj is going to use both his cooldowns. That gives, among other things, a 100% dark buff. Gilgamesh is going to give us Paralyze immunity from Lakshmi. Laswell is going to use his cooldown. And he's going to do Icicle defense for those resistance buffs. Zahn is going to Reflector. We're going to Critical on Laswell for the 250 attack buff. We're going to Elemental on Kadaj for that Dark Resist buff. That also copies the Laswell's resist buffs for 4 extra turns to Zahn, so it kind of like extends it. And we're going to Survival Mirror on Laswell, which is actually not required. It copies Laswell's Stop and Charm buff, but we don't actually need that here. It's just that Zahn had nothing else to do. And Duke's going to go ahead and jump to get that Dragon Killer ready. So notice we did not attack the boss whatsoever this turn. So we didn't trigger his elemental counter setup stuffy, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Not making a lot of sense, but whatever. So we have 100 fire, 100 wind resist buff from Mystic Ice Laswell, and we miraged the dark AoE. And Zahn was immune to it. Alright, so Duke's going to go ahead and land and give us that buff. Gilgamesh is going to dual cast his cooldown, and we'll do a 120 Ice and Peril ahead of time. Kadaj is going to triple. We're going to Gaia Quake, Enveloping, and Spinning. Let's see. Laswell is going to triple. We're going to Fatal Bloom. Trying to see here. Diamond. I got my little list written down what I'm doing. We're going to Diamond Blade for the Imbue. And we're going to just Absolute Mirror, whatever. Alright. Zahn is going to Reflector. We're going to Critical on Duke. For the killer, we're gonna critical, or we're gonna elemental on last wall for the imbue, and we're gonna projected. And Sid's gonna go in the air. Wait for Zahn to finish. Alright, we hit the boss with ice, which is gonna get him mad, but it's not gonna actually do anything until later in the fight, but we're not gonna get it later in the fight. We're gonna be finishing the fight right now. Yeah, the ice is driven into a rage. Well, who cares? Okay, so Duke is going to flood. He's only single casting flood, so it doesn't break the chain. Zahn's going to catch me and triple absolute mirror. Lastwell is going to mirror cooldown and then regular mirror. Gilgamesh is going to triple. We're going to use his 2, and then we're going to cooldown. Kadaj is going to triple Thunderous Crash. And then Sid is going to drop. So we go ahead and start, everyone. As soon as the chain builds up a little bit, we drop Sid. Now that should have been a cap damage on the first battle. The third battle, I'm not so sure. Or the second battle. Really? We didn't even cap on the first fight. Holy. Okay, well, we're going to move along to the second fight, but wow. Just wow. Now I'm nervous. Did not even cap the first fight. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to the second fight and do the same thing. So I'm going to stop here in case there's a mistake made, but I'll see you guys in a moment for the second fight. Alright guys, we're going to the second fight. No changes at all to the team. We're just going with it. Whew. Yeah, if this team does not one-shot on turn 3, I have no plan B. I have no plan B. We just wipe. Because I don't have like mitigations. He's gonna mega flare us from thresholds. We're not set up for the dispel. Oof, big oof. Okay, we're gonna try though. We're gonna cross our fingers and see if we can do this. So the team is gonna be the exact same as we just did. Sid is gonna Mirage. Kadaj is gonna use his cooldowns. Gilgamesh is going to paralyze immunity. Lastwell is going... Oh, what was Lastwell doing on turn 1? I got my little list here. Lastwell is cooldown and elemental resist. So cooldown and elemental resist. Alright, Zahn is going to critical Lastwell. That's for the attack buff. Elemental Kadaj, because he needs dark resist. The provoker needs dark resist. And we're survivaling Lastwell just because, why not? Alright, wait for this to finish. Go ahead and steal, and then Duke is going to jump. Wait for this to finish. Okay. So yeah, it should be the exact same thing we just did. Okay. Alright, Duke's going to go ahead and land. Gilgamesh is going to imperil and cooldown. Kadaj is going to Gaia enveloping spinning. Lastwell is going to Fatal Bloom, Diamond Blade, and Absolute Mirror. And we're going to actually chain these to try to deal some extra damage. Because we didn't break it or anything, so... Oof. this dude looks so tanky. Alright. Reflector. Yeah, we're going to critical Duke. We're going to Elemental Lastwell. We weren't imbued yet or anything either, so don't be too nervous about that terrible damage. Oh man. I am concerned that this is not going to one-shot. Like, we're going to be far from the damage cap. I just want to one-shot this guy because we are not built to survive otherwise. Okay. Here goes. Laswell. Cooldown. Absolute. Zon. Absolute. Duke, jumping with the Flood for the chain count score. Kadash, triple, Thunderous Crash. Gilgamesh, triple. 1, 2, and cooldown. Okay, fingers crossed. And Sid. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, MG, this is not going to work. I mean, maybe? Nope. Okay, I mean, we got dispelled. And Laswell's out of mana. Gilgamesh can chain double steel wings, jeez. Gilgamesh can chain. They all died. Thunderous Crash. It's kind of funny. And I guess Zon can double up. And Sid, like, you can't jump. Can you do anything on this turn? Mirror of Equity, that'd be funny. I guess Sid can... Those are all jumps. Like, he's literally gonna do that. Okay, here we go. That did absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, guys. As I figured, we did not one-shot, and it was game over immediately after that. So we've made some small changes for the second fight. Gilgamesh, no changes at all. Kadaj is now wearing an ice weapon, because we're going to have to deal with the Dispel. Sid, no changes. Mystical Ice Laswell is going to be no changes as well. Zon, same thing, no changes. And Duke is now using 1,000 Needles to help build the chain score. Yeah. Let's go ahead and try it again. That was a disaster. We got the boss to 14% with the setup. So 14%, and then we had deaths. We lost our imbues and all that, and it was just no. Okay. This should be a little better. By the way, we're gonna lose tons of points for damage, I think. Okay, so we're gonna once again try this again. I had to make some changes. It's all right though. It's all right. So we're doing the same thing we did in the first battle. No changes there. What was Gilgamesh? Oh, Gilgamesh was doing paralyzed immunity. Duke was jumping, but not yet. Zon is, no, Reflector. Zon, what are we? Critical on Laswell. Yeah, I'm a little scattered right now. This is what I was worried about when things didn't go as planned. Oh, Laswell needs to do his thing first. Laswell is... Where's Laswell? Cooldown and elemental resist. Alright. And then Duke jump. Okay, okay. Yeah, so that 1,000 Needles is going to help us Mirage that attack coming on turn 3. Okay. Yeah, we're good for now. Alright, so Gilgamesh is going to chain and cooldown. Kadaj is going to Gaia enveloping spinning. Laswell is going to fatal, diamond, and absolute. And we're going to actually chain this to try to get a little bit of free damage in right here. I mean, it's not much, like at all, but it's something. Alright, Zahn is going to... Oh yeah, we gotta drop Duke. Alright, Zahn is going to Reflector. Zahn is gonna critical on Duke. Man, this dude is so tanky. Elemental Laswell and Projected Mirror. And then Sid is gonna jump. I guess I gotta wail harder. I can't one-shot. Okay, no damage here. Okay, so here we go. Frozen, cooldown. Laswell, mystical, absolute. Duke is gonna 1,000 Needles. And Zahn is going to Catch Me If You Can. Absolute Mirror. Alright, let's see if this worked. There's the Dispel. Okay. We're just gonna reload. Let's see, triple steel wings. Laswell has no mana. Alright, Duke, we're gonna drop an elixir on Laswell. Duke is gonna current for the chain score. And Laswell will Oblivion. Oh, he's not using an ice weapon. Ugh. So he's got to Imbue. Imbue, Oblivion, Absolute. And hopefully we can finish this off. Got it. Okay, we didn't get damage score, but we did something. It worked. The changes worked. Okay. And I think we took 0 damage actually. Come on, show me that score. Show me that score. Oh, painful. 11K, but I'm done. I'm not bothering with that anymore. That was stressful. That was stressful, but I got it. I am not trying to kill myself to optimize that. I don't think I can do any better. I think I'm done. Yep, there is Dark Bahamut. Okay, I'll probably do some kind of non-one-shot trial team clear for like a more somewhat budget version later. But I'm done, boys. I'm done personally for my score. Look later today for a trial version of this where I take it slow and probably get a zero score on damage taken. See you guys later.